You're not coming?
Romany gypsy Tracy Heron is proof that marriage between gypsies and non-travellers can work.
Yeah, and then that'll be all opened. All balloons and cream all on the walls. All the pictures are coming down.
Tracy has been married to her gorgeous husband Phil for nearly 10 years.
Didn't you have them on your last dress?
Lots of diamantes, lots of sparkles.
Glitter.
Glitter.
After a low-key marriage at a registry office, Phil has been saving ever since for the lavish wedding Tracy has longed for.
We didn't really have a lot of money at the time when we first got married. So we went to the registry office, had a quick wedding in there, and so I've always said whenever we do get enough money in that, then we'll do it again properly. So, hence the reason why she's doing it massive. 4 big stretch hammers we've got. I think you got 14 bridesmaids in it.
Yeah.
They've got 4 white horses in a carriage, a big pink carriage.
I think every girl dreams of their little like fairy tale day. I hope everything goes like perfect and I get that day.
Despite their successful marriage, their relationship was met with opposition to begin with.
It was a little bit hard to start with your dad, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, like my dad.
Yeah, because I was in the army at the time and it wasn't a thing that a traveller would do.
Yeah, and I thought I was going to get hung, strung and quartered.
Yeah,
So I didn't know. We was working on the farms and my phone would ring, my brother would be like, who's that on the phone? I'd be like, just a friend.
I'm so pleased for you. I thought you was going to come in dresses.
Tracy isn't the only woman in her family to marry outside the gypsy community. Her cousin Maria also married a non-traveller, but the relationship soon turned sour.
To my ex and his family, you know, I was scum of the earth and hadn't done anything wrong.
No. Yeah.
You know, the spitting at me, the pikey, you know, that hurt. Just because we were born and bred in a caravan, in a trailer, however we'd like to say it.
You should be proud of what you are.
I can't, you know, it does. It brings tears to my eyes because, you know, we're normal.
Yeah. They're the ones missing out, not no one else. You're worth $1 million to them. Bless you, right?
Yeah.
Bless you.
With just 11 days to go until Tracy's wedding, there is some good news at last. A delivery has arrived all the way from China.
Oh, wow. Mommy, that's so pretty.
Oh, it feels like Christmas.
Mommy, I found it. OK, Rachel, she's 41 inches.
Oh! I'll snap the hanger.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right up until 7 o'clock this morning, we were still phoning. I'm not really getting any answers, but I'm pleased now they're all here. It's a big weight off everyone's shoulders now.
Yeah.
Just when things are looking up, Tracy notices there's a problem with the bridesmaid dresses.
In the boxes, have any of their sashes in there, Mum?
What sashes?
The littler ones are supposed to have a big sash of ivory and in a massive bow that hits the floor.
No.
The bankrupt wedding planner has failed to pay for the complete order.
I'd like to get hold of her. Get hold of her, I'll pull her wig right off her head. Been paid for once, why should we have to keep paying twice on everything?
What I'm going to do is I'm going to have to order it tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I get them over next week for you.
OK then.
All right.
All right then, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Bye. Well, no, I said we're not paying for them again.
She's sending them.
She's getting them made, and they'll be here next week. Why should we have to pay for them again? It's right though, isn't it? Don't, I'm losing my temper now.
That's nice. Yeah. It's lovely, isn't it?
10 years after a low-key wedding, Romany gypsy Tracy is renewing her vows and having the lavish celebration she always dreamed of.
Nothing ever goes planned, does it? As long as we're all in church on time, we're getting there.
There are 14 bridesmaids needing a full makeover.
Have fun, love you all!
I've still got quite a few left, but I'm trying to go as quick as I can to get it done. Just keep calm.
Not everyone is aware of the tight schedule.
Bend it, Megan, because I don't like that at the minute. It's looking too outwards, yeah, bend it right in, that's it. And Megan, you know those bits here, can you poke them up a bit as well? Megan, you know that bit there that curls and goes there, can you bring that like out a bit? Yeah.
Yeah, but just tell them at the end of the day, yeah? Just tell them just to get their hair done and be back here for 11 o'clock. Yeah, tell them don't start messing around.
Don't panic, OK? All right, love you, bye-bye.
Fuck's sake. Fucking bridesmaids.
Put it up. No, put it back.
Back in Canterbury, there's half an hour to go before Tracy's wedding ceremony begins.
Just trying to breathe and just trying to enjoy every bit now. Come on, darling.
As the 15 bridesmaids make their way to Tracy's house, news of the wedding has quickly spread through the neighbourhood.
Right, in you go.
Hurry up, where are you going to?
Go up there. It's 1:45, yeah? It's going to take half an hour. We're going to be late for the wedding here if we're not careful.
Over at the in-laws, Phil's plans for a perfect white and pink themed wedding are in jeopardy.
It's a fucking black one. I ordered a white one. Two was supposed to be white, one was supposed to be like a creamy goldy colour, and the other one was a pink one.
Don't tell me that's black.
It's a black one.
Oh, shit.
Not unless I'm fucking colourblind.
Oh, dear.
Well, you taking the fucking piss or what? Prick.
Oh, I've all this to come.
Mum?
Yeah?
Dad Thomas at the house, yeah, but it's a black one, not a white one.
What do you mean it's a black one?
She said, what do you mean it's a black one? Exactly what he says, it's a black one.
Well, they know it should be white.
Well, they know it should be white, she said. That's naughty.
Is he alright?
He's swearing.
So we've got a black Hummer. Great.
Doesn't it look like the 18?
Fucking 18? Fucking joke. What happened to the white one?
Well, they didn't phone you at all?
No.
Despite her wedding planner going bankrupt, lost dresses, and a wrong-coloured limo, Tracy is finally getting the extravagant wedding she has always craved.
Yeah. It's amazing, isn't it?
Philip and Tracy, you have committed yourselves to each other in marriage, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, till parted by death. Is this your understanding of the covenant and promise that you have made? A bit louder? Yes. It is, thank you.
You're beautiful. Get her drunk later on, now, can't we?
Someone's on the train! Quick, I think we're too close! Yeah! Right! Have you had good fun? Have you loved it? We check you out.
It's a rare occasion when gypsies and gorgers celebrate side by side, but today they've come together for Tracy and Phil.
Oh, it's amazing. It's like my fairy tale dream. So it was come true.
Although this union has proved that a mixed marriage can work, there is still some division among Tracy's family about the two cultures coming together.
I think they should keep to their own kind to make obviously the family tradition going. Because obviously how I think and feel of it all is that the tradition ain't going to carry on going. It's going to fade away. My personal thing is that you should keep your family to your family and that you shouldn't mix with anyone.
I married a Gorgia, but I wouldn't marry a traveller. And I wouldn't, because I want my marriage to work and not be a few years of either beating or a divorce down the line. What woman wants to put herself through having slaps? Because I wouldn't. I mean, my husband wouldn't even dream to beat me. I said, I'll kill him. I'll beat him while he's sleeping. I'll execute him in the bath if I have to.
While the joining of gypsies and non-travellers is still considered unthinkable by many, a happy marriage like Tracy and Phil's is achievable.
How does this compare to your first time?
Cause 100 times better, isn't it?
Yeah.
100 times better.
It's brilliant, isn't it? Wouldn't change one single little bit.
I would.
What?
The black Hummer that I got.
Oh.
I've been pissed off about that all day.
Having been born on a site, Irish traveller Freda Berry moved into a house with her family at the age of 2.
You'll be wearing the real one next week, help of God.
A week before her wedding day, she's out with her closest friends, hunting for a suitable outfit for this evening's hen night.
What do you think? Like
That's
it?
nice,
I think
yeah.
it really is lovely. Do you think it's nice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. What do you reckon about the nun one?
No, I'm not going to try that one.
I think you try that. Look, it gets the cross and everything with it.
Mate, why don't you want to be a nun?
Because I've been a nun all of my life.
That's
like
nice.
that one. Yeah, girls.
That really is lovely. You look groovy.
"15 years ago, under the threat of eviction, Freda's parents were rehoused within Wrexham's settled community,
Put something like a socket or something down there.
much to the alarm of the locals.
My mum was living on a site, just down the road more or less, and they wanted all the travellers to move into a house, and they were all giving them all houses to move into. And there was a big commotion about it, saying we're going to cause litter and there's going to be mischief going on, really. But in the end, like, people got to know us, like our next door neighbour, she's really nice. There's an old lady across the road. She's really, really nice. We've known them all our lives. So they know we're travellers and they understand. We ain't as bad as everyone thinks we are.
For Freda, marriage will not just signal an end to childhood, but see her returning to a more traditional traveller lifestyle.
I'd rather live in a trailer. Because in a house you don't see nothing, you don't do nothing. It's the same thing week in, week out. It's just boring.
When do you officially move out of home?
The day I get married, the day I say I do. And then the day after I'll be home. My home, not my mum and dad's home.
And where's that?
In the back garden. It's not very far. I come from this room to outside.
But midway through the evening, the hen do is rudely interrupted by the stag do.
The man just throw the boys out.
Women all in there. No,
Yeah, you have to go out.
You have a fucking thing. We win here first.
No, I don't give a shit.
Hello.
I'm ringing Stephen.
Come on, Kathleen.
Margaret, where do you walk? Come on, girls.
Who's that?
Freda Berry is preparing for the biggest day of her life. Once married, she won't just be living at the bottom of her parents' garden, but will get to sample the life of her ancestors, travelling on the road.
You all ready for it?
Yeah. He's born ready. Ask me that in about 20 minutes. I'm only joking. That's the only thing that a girl looks forward to is her dress, and it's like something you plan for years and years. I want this and I want that, and it's just something you look forward to, innit?
How you feeling, Freda?
Alright. Bit stressed now, though.
Downstairs, the stress levels are rising.
Fuck's sake, Kat.
The dressmaker made it too long and I don't understand how she could have done it.
Get a scissors. Oh. Might tell you keep turning, you keep turning, right?
That way. That way?
This is bad.
This way.
This is not good. This is really bad.
But outside, the non-traveller neighbours, many of whom have been friends of the family since Freda's childhood, are out in force to catch a glimpse of her fairy tale dress.
It's lovely to see because it's so different from our way of life and our weddings. People have got an idea of traveller families, and when you live by them, it's just not what people think at all. You have to live with them because they're absolutely brilliant. They blend in. To be perfectly honest, you've got other ordinary families who are a lot more trouble than the travellers.
On the day of her wedding, Freda Berry is being transported to the church in a luxury Rolls-Royce. But as the ceremony draws ever closer, wedding day jitters are increasingly apparent.
What are you nervous about?
Nobody's just nervous, isn't it?
Once married, Freda will leave home and sample a new life, travelling on the road.
It's going to be weird because I've been with mum and dad so long and always doing what my mum and dad say, and I don't know, it's going to be different.
Although their upbringings have been very different, Freda will be married in the same church as her mother was 24 years ago.
How you feeling, Kathleen?
Nervous. Stressed out.
But even in sub-zero temperatures, the extravagance of a modern traveller wedding draws a crowd. Two weeks after her wedding day, Irish traveller Freda is moving from her parents' house to her new marital home.
This here is the living room. This is the bedroom. There's the ensuite in there. Oh, my stereo, my vibes. I got my speakers. I go bouncing. Make a little disco with the lights on flashing. I'm trying to rock in.
Are you enjoying married life?
Yeah. It's different than I thought it was going to be. I don't know, it just feels like a dream at the moment. It doesn't feel like I'm married. It just feels like I'm single, and my daddy has this trailer and I'm just cleaning it and making the bed and hacking in stuff. It just feels like that's it. It'll probably hit me in another couple of months. Probably be crying now. No. It ain't that bad.
Freda is going to taste life on the road. But for her, it is not the trailer that makes the traveller.
Culture is dying out. Like, you won't see as many travellers travelling. You won't see as many travellers like living in trailers and whatever. But it doesn't exactly mean like you have to live in a trailer or you have to live in a house. So you'll still be a traveller no matter what. No one's going to take that away from you. You're still who you are at the end of the day. So it's whatever you feel comfortable with. With the trailer, you're bringing your home wherever you want to go, and you're exploring different things and exploring different scenery, and there's nothing holding us back now, is there? So.
Although she lives in a state of constant upheaval, Helen is due to marry her fiancé David in just over a month's time.
Are you ready for me, yeah?
Yeah, just give me 1 second.
I can't wait.
And she's currently juggling the chaos of her lifestyle with the stress of planning a spectacular summer wedding.
Helen, is that big enough for you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
You make it smaller if you want to.
No, I want it like that. It's perfect like that.
It is big.
That's the veil. It's the famous veil Marie was on about. Yeah, it's really lovely. It's nicer and white, I think.
You're shaking.
Yeah. Oh, God, it really is outstanding. Just can't wait to see it. Like, turn around, look at it.
Now you're ready to see yourself, Daniel.
Yes.
And look at that mirror. Tell me what you think.
Oh, it's well
Helen has the dress of her dreams. And for a girl more used to the struggle and hardship of life on the road, it is a rare moment of glamour.
Just like one day in your life you can dress like this with a big skirt.
So what's going to change after the wedding day?
After the wedding I'll be married and I won't be going to Daddy every 5 minutes for money. It'll be David. I won't depend on my daddy, I'll depend on him. So it'll be different. Change. But in a good way, hopefully.
Despite having only known David for 12 weeks, Helen's wedding day is already upon her, and the bridal party are readying themselves for a long day ahead.
Give me a sausage and egg muffin and a hash brown.
Such an occasion requires access to reliable power sources and hair straighteners, luxuries that trailers on the road can't provide, so the girls have abandoned their caravans in favour of a local hotel.
Just getting a little bit nervous now, Lucy. Everything's starting to kick in. Like a couple of hours, I've got to be there and get married, and it's like, well, hectic.
It's a magic thing it does.
It's like Tinkerbell. It's like Tinkerbell. Tighten it in a bit, maybe, you know?
I don't know how I'm going to clip this then. Does that feel right?
No, it feels very loose. I feel like it's going to fall off. I know this, I'm very unlucky, and it's going to fall out.
We're fighting some super glue.
How many cans of Red Bull have we gone through?
I haven't got a clue. There's like about 10 cases had to be bought this morning, and every one of them is gone.
Dress lads, jackasses, can't see where they're walking.
Weddings in the travelling community often take place within a few close-knit families, but Helen and Marie's family history meant that their cousins were off limits.
It happens a lot in the travelling community where cousins marry cousins. Like my dad and mum is first cousins. We had to write to Pope John Paul for to get consent for to get married off him.
And he sent back a certificate. Now it's framed and it's in my nanny's house in Ireland.
Well, like when we were growing up, my mum and dad was very worried because if any of our cousins grabbed us or we kissed any of them, Mummy was like, oh no, you can't go on with him. Like if you ever got married at home, it's only a kiss. Yeah, but that's how it all starts. No, you can't do that.
Why not?
Because the blood's too close.
Helen is ready to be transported to the church. She spent much of her life on the road eluding the authorities, but today's journey is proving even more nerve-wracking.
How's it going, Helen?
Getting a little nervous. It's really happening now, like this is it. I'm getting really, really nervous.
Just 12 weeks after meeting her fiancé David, it's the day of Irish traveller Helen's wedding. The convoy has halted for the big day, and they've all turned out in force. The significance of the moment is not lost on the bride.
This is where a new beginning starts and my old life ends.
How long have you been waiting for this day?
Couple months.
What, heading to walk?
Walk, go up the aisle.
We are asking God to give His blessing upon Helen and David, to be with them in all the years of their lives. I, David, take thee, Helen, to be my lawful wedded wife, to love and to cherish till death do us apart. On it goes. You make a surprise? Just a small one.
David and Helen are now man and wife. And at the reception venue, the celebrations can begin.
Margaret, you want me, won't you?
The dance floor soon fills with friends from across the country. But by now, Grandmother Maggie is well used to the spectacle of a traveller wedding.
That's my grandson got married today, David.
How many grandchildren do you have?
I have a child every year. So how can I count up for how many great-grandchildren I have? Because the breed's like rabbits in the field.
A life spent on the road is always unpredictable, but having travelled since childhood at the behest of her father, it is now David who will decide Helen's future.
The scariest thing about being married now is having to go with him tomorrow and not with Mummy and Daddy. It's going to be like, to move in with him and everything is going to be scary. I've never done it before, so yeah, it's going to be well hectic.
Do you know where you're going to be living?
No, I still don't know. I'm married now and everything, and I don't know where I'm going to go.
A month and a half after her wedding, the fairy tale is over. And Helen is back with her travelling companions, living alongside her sister and Jimmy on a roadside next to IKEA. But they expect to be moved on at any moment, and Jimmy is becoming increasingly irritated by the constant battles with the council.
Where are we going to go? Where can we go?
Some people would say, why don't you get a house like everyone else?
Well, of course, we'd love to do that. If the council give us the house, we go on the house. There's no problem, but look at the waiting list in the house. You can't get one. All they tell you is waiting list. You can't get a house.
Do you know where you're going to go?
We don't. That's the problem. Because we've already been to a load of places already. And every time we go, the council just puts us off again, just like you heard me telling them. Every time, it's the same process every single time.
While Jimmy grows frustrated by the endless cycle of invasion and eviction, Helen's world could be about to change forever.
Your results is pregnant and you conceived approximately 2 to 3 weeks ago. I'm 2 to 3 weeks pregnant. Helen's all grown up and having a baby, married and everything now.
Well, how long is mine? 6 weeks. How long are you pregnant? 3 weeks pregnant. Or 4 weeks, how many?
3.
3 weeks pregnant. It took them 3 weeks there, you know what I mean, to bake that bun. It's too slow, way too slow.
If I didn't get pregnant straight away, I'd think there was something wrong with me, because Helen's never got pregnant. There must be something, because I think that all travelling girls panic. If they don't get pregnant straight away after they get married, it's because they think there'll be something wrong with them or whatever.
Now heavily pregnant, Helen is taking a break from travelling life. The respite is much needed. Soon she will give birth to their first baby. And their second.
David nearly got a heart attack when he seen twins. The woman said, baby 1 is a little girl. And he never said nothing, he just kept quiet. Then baby 2 is a little boy. Yes, because he thought he was getting 2 girls and nearly got a heart attack.
Why would he not want 2 girls?
Because they're too expensive. Girls are very expensive. 2 of them coming, Daddy, give me money for sunbeds, Daddy. Give me money to get my nails done. Then 2 weddings. You have to have 2 separate bank accounts, put £30,000 each into them for the weddings. He nearly got a heart attack over the 2 girls. So everybody's delighted. It's like the perfect little family, a boy and a girl. Just can't wait to get them. That's your own child, like that's yours, it's come from you. Oh, it's just, I can't wait, I really can't wait.
Helen plans to remain here until the babies are born. And despite all the pitfalls of the travelling life, unlike Jimmy, she is convinced that her family's future lies on the road.
What sort of life do you want for your babies?
They'll travel, like they'll live the same life I lived. And I'd like them to be brought up the way I was brought up and them to bring their children up the way I was brought up. Because I love travelling, I love it. I love going different places, meeting different people.
What would ever stop you and your children's travelling?
Nothing. Nothing will ever stop us. It's just the way of life, that's the way we're brought up. That's it, we just travel. That's what we're called, travellers. We just travel around, can't stay in one place.
Do you want to get a hairbrush and I fix your hair? Did you ring the boys to ask them about the suits and that?
26-year-old Irish traveller Priscilla was also brought up to follow strict rules. But since then, she's run away to get married, had a divorce, is unmarried with 4 children, and is now planning her second marriage to boyfriend Clive.
We make it nice for all the girls. Is Mummy and Daddy getting married? Yeah. Are we? Yeah.
She's got ambitious plans for her second wedding.
I know the colour team there wears purple. She's putting like a hot pink all over the roof, all over the ground, and she said that she might be able to come across like a glass flooring. Like as if it's on ice, as if you're walking on ice, like a frost flooring. And I'm trying to get like an owl to come from a distance, and I want like the 2 of us there looking out onto the ocean, like before it comes night time. And I asked her to get the owl to come between the 2 of us with the wedding bands.
So are you looking forward?
Yeah.
Priscilla was just 16 when she ran away to be married for the first time, but it was her subsequent divorce that brought a bigger scandal.
My family was like, shame on you, Priscilla. You should be ashamed of yourself. You're making a disgrace to your family. Look what you've done to us. My father came over to me and cornered me in the kitchen and looked at me and stuck his finger in my face and said, you should be ashamed of yourself. And he said, you dirty whore. The man and wife is meant to stay with each other for eternity because there's not many travelling women that gets married and gets divorced. And even though all I wanted was to get rid of my ex-husband, my whole family went too. 3 solid years of stopped speaking to me over it.
Despite her ruined reputation in the eyes of the community, Priscilla is once again going against convention by marrying Clive, a non-traveller.
Get a tattoo done as a wedding present.
No, I'm gonna hurt you.
I know you're gonna hurt me. Like, I didn't think that me and Priscilla would end up together, like, over our family and that. But she picked me over our family. And that was, no one ever done that like that for me before. She gave up everything for me. Everything. So I knew then she was the one for me and she knew I was the one for her.
Red course and a feather and red black skirt.
Most shocking of all to the traveller community is that Priscilla's 2 children with Clive were born out of wedlock. But there are some traditions Priscilla does abide by, and today she's christening their latest addition.
This is just literally a party for me to have never be pregnant again and to have a free womb.
And it's a big day for baby boy Rico.
I didn't want any more bitches. No, because I end up calling them bitches.
So that all who are baptized in it may be washed clean of sin and be born again to live as your children. I baptize you in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
After Priscilla's day in church, it's time for the christening party.
I wanted to kind
kind of something different from what I wore today, because I was letting on to be little Virgin Mary today in front of the priest. So this is something that I wear after 12 o'clock.
What do your kids think when they see you all dressed up?
I let them on and going to work.
What do you think they think you do for a job?
I don't know, I don't think I should ask him that. I'm not looking at me like this anyways.
Despite Priscilla's unconventional approach to traveller life, her decision to remarry has brought her back into the community and healed old wounds with her dad.
This is the only daddy that put up with me all my life.
My daughter Priscilla, mighty proud of her for the decisions that she finally made. And this is very proud of him as well.
How lucky are you, Clive?
Very, very lucky.
And she knows that.
I'm praying for a woman like that all my life.
No, he knows that. That's the most important. He knows that. It's amazing what Sambuca does to you, isn't it?
You looking forward to the wedding, lads?
I don't know if I should marry him or not now.
I don't know either.
The wedding of divorced Irish traveller Priscilla and her second husband Clive is planned for 6 weeks' time.
It's a wide one with a big corset, all filled with diamonds. You literally stand it on top of the table. It's that nice.
It stands out.
Yeah.
But before she does, she's got one more scandal up her sleeve.
My plan is to go over to Poland, get breast enlargements and get a tummy tuck done that I waited my whole life for. Because I'm actually able to do it, and Clive, he's allowing me to do it, it's more of a privilege. But if he didn't allow me, I'd go anyways, without a doubt. I'd like to say to other travelling girls, look what I can do, you can do the same. And they'll be saying, how can you travel so far on your own? And I'm saying, you can do it.
It may not be the done thing for traveller women to have breast enlargements, but this will be the second time Priscilla has had the procedure in Poland.
Priscilla. This is the doctor, Dr. Tribble.
Nice to meet you. Your breast before was maybe in this position, and then went down to this position. And you have this snoopy, I'll say. Yes, snoopy. The breast is hanging. Now, let's say this hanging position, that's just hanging. Now it's big breast and hanging.
Would your parents' generation ever think of having plastic surgery?
Oh, never. Never. I think if they grew two heads and a tail, I think a palm and a tail and hoofs, they still wouldn't.
Having travelled over 1,000 miles on her own, it's been 24 hours since Priscilla last saw Clive.
He sent me a text yesterday saying, you are the woman that I was dreaming about all my life. When God made you, he was thinking about me. I miss you so much. It's killing me being away from my Priscilla. And I literally pour out in tears. Yeah, God, I didn't think he could actually read or even spell.
Over in Ireland, bride-to-be Priscilla has returned from Poland after her second breast enlargement.
What cutside have you gone up to now?
I don't even actually know. I didn't even get the chance to even go into a proper place to get measured. I just literally go in and look for the biggest bra in the shop. So that is probably telling me I'm just bigger than everyone else. Because when they see the bras, they'd be like, that's like two top of the headlights of a car. So I can't fit into my other one, put it that way.
Tonight, with 3 weeks to go before her wedding date, Priscilla is having her hen party. And unlike many traveller men, non-traveller Clive is happy to stay in and babysit.
When women goes out, the men to be always with them. But the men will be literally either drooling at the women going out the door or literally ringing their phone off the hook. You probably see this all night. Phone, phone, phone. Where are you? Who are you talking to? What are you doing all night?
The girls have arrived ready to party, and there's one person they can't wait to see.
This is the first time they're after seeing me standing here with the surgery done.
Turn around, Biddy. Gorgeous. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Show me your shoes. Lift your shoes to the ones like this.
Yeah, I know.
No, you look beautiful. You know you do. You look absolutely gorgeous. I'm coming out just
When I look in the mirror, I know my stomach is not the same it was, but I just feel like it was. Now. Do you know what I mean? So I still feel like I look the way I did before I had it done.
No, it's absolutely all your stretch marks. Everything
looks
looks gone.
weird.
It's really smooth. It's toned, like it's not just flat. It's toned.
It's hungry as well.
Yeah.
Haven't ate.
I want to get sick now.
I haven't.
Cover it up, could you?
Haven't ate about a week. See you in the drawer.
Bon voyage, guys. See you, bro.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye. Don't come back.
Man's getting excited. He can't even talk properly. You poor man.
While Priscilla and the girls dance into the early hours, husband-to-be Clive is in for a quieter night.
How do you think Priscilla looks?
Oh, she looks beautiful. The nicest I've ever seen her in a long time. So I can only imagine what she's going to look like in her wedding dress. Well, easy sleep.
But sometimes traveller traditions can be stretched to breaking point. 3 months after her hen party, Priscilla has called off her wedding. After a series of rows, she's left Clive and moved into a hotel.
Me and him has finished our relationship. It was always arguing and fighting and disputing and constantly him temporising around the house, and it's a tragedy how everything can just start from the happiest days of my life and being with him and having a family. Kieran, no, leave it down. I always thought that I would grow old with Clive and the two of us would carry each other's walking sticks and put each other's hands around our arms, but sometimes I'd rather be in a cargo box being happy instead of me being in a relationship that I'm not happy in. Mommy hopes you wake up and have loads of hair so you won't look like your daddy anymore. Hey, so I won't have to look at him. No, good girl.
Despite her wedding plans falling apart, divorcee and mother of 4 Priscilla remains defiant when it comes to going against convention.
I don't have to marry him because of shame of having kids or shame of just being a traveller. I don't want to say I'm married now, just declare a name or to say that I'm his woman or anything. The only thing that going to make me happy is my kids, because I don't want to be with someone just for the sake of shame.
Despite a long-standing distrust between the two communities, Gypsy and Gorgia relationships can overcome adversity. Last year, 17-year-old Sam married into the Gypsy community.
Can't breathe. I'm claustrophobic as well. I'm gone.
With her marriage to Gypsy scrap dealer Pat, Sam won his family over by doing things the traveller way.
What do you say to people who are watching who go, she's crazy, she's going to live in a trailer?
Well, they're crazy because they've never tried it.
10 months on, Sam and Pat are living on a site next to an industrial estate. Sam is expecting a baby boy.
These are his t-shirts, jumpers. Got like 30 odd pairs of jeans, got loads.
Do you think that's quite a lot of jeans to buy for a new baby?
Yeah, everyone's saying that he won't get a chance for wearing.
Yeah, I used to live in a lot of these cupboards.
You've got more room than me.
No, I ain't.
You are.
No, I won't. Can wear a new outfit every day of his life.
Sometimes if I get bored, I'll just get all these clothes out and just fold them up. Or if I'm feeling upset, I'll just go and buy him things. Cheers me up.
Despite throwing herself into gypsy life, Sam is still struggling with the realities of living on a site.
She hates it.
No, I don't hate it. I know I like it, but I just think it's a bit like doom and gloom on here. I'd like it as well if there was more people my age on here, because they're all older than me. So I'm lonely. Got no friends. When he's at work through the day, I'm just on my own.
She wants a bath, basically. If I could build a bath in here, she'd be happy.
Like it, and then he goes, oh yeah, you can go to your mum's. But it's not the same. I want my own bath.
A pram is next on the shopping list, but as a gypsy man, this is not Pat's domain.
Pram's a pram. It's all down to her, that. I'll let her pick the pram. I won't be using it, will I?
Well, you will. To go anywhere.
You're the one pushing the pram.
I want a big cream one with all baby blue running through it with like ribbons and diamonds and things like that.
I'm not bothered. Cheap. Cheap as possible. She likes the silver cross prams, but I think they look like coffins on wheels. They're disgusting.
He says there's no room for it, but there is room for it. I'll make room for it. Chuck him out. I don't like none of these. I want a cream leather one. I don't want this one.
So this is a complete waste of my day.
Why is it a waste of your day?
You're not going to pick one, are you?
Well, if I see one, yeah.
Let's go home.
Oh, shut up.
Sam and Pat have registered the birth of their new baby boy, Patrick Tom. Their son will begin his life in a caravan, but his identity is yet to be decided.
He's going to be classed as a gypsy, so he needs to be able to stick up for himself. Because, unfortunately, I think he might get bullied.
I wouldn't have anyone calling him or anything, just because his dad was a gyppo.
Could be bullying from both sides.
Yeah, there will.
There might be little gypsy kids that don't agree with him.
It does me in to think that, like, people would bully him because, like, he's a gypsy, or, like, people are bullying him because he's not. You know what I mean? I don't think he'll be classed as a gypsy.
I think he will do.
I think he won't.
I think he will.
No, because he's not.
Well, he is. Gyppo like his daddy. And where's he living? Is he living in a house?
He's a bit of both.
But mostly a traveller.
He's going to be spoiled.
Also attending the Grand National Festival this year is 19-year-old Biddy, who alongside her bridesmaids plans to celebrate a very special hen do at the event.
What do you mean the Grand have a wedding in a park? What? The Grand have a wedding in a park. Why? No, but I'm just saying it would be nice.
It's her last day out as a single girl, as not long after the last horse has crossed the finish line, she will be marrying her fiancé, whom she met only 3 months ago.
Oh, I think I was at home, I think it was, that I met him. He was like, who is she, who is she? I don't think I liked him. At first I didn't like him because I didn't know who he was.
And how do you know he's the one?
I think it's when you get to a point of like you can't live like a day without seeing each other, or like you want to talk to each other, and you're constantly thinking of them, and then when you think of them you're just smiling, and people are like, what are you smiling at? You're like, nothing.
And what do you think the secrets are to a happy, long marriage?
Him putting the clothes in the wash bin.
But before her nuptials, Biddy and her bridesmaids are planning a spectacular hen do at the Grand National. And they've asked gypsy couture designer Thelma Medine to help them realise their dream, bespoke hen party dresses.
This is just a fit now, so they're not like completely finished.
Right, like, oh, I tell the truth, they really are lovely.
Oh, they are outstanding.
I tell the truth, it's nice.
Hoping to make a bold fashion statement, the girls also plan to enter Aintrie's Best Dressed competition, with the enticing prize of a brand new Porsche up for grabs.
Mine is the nicest though, girls, come on.
You're the main one with it. Yeah.
Inspired by her upcoming nuptials, Biddy's Grand National hen party dress is adorned with thousands of sparkling crystals, as well as 2 diamante-encrusted donut-shaped rings, symbolising her engagement and wedding bands.
Seen your hats.
The crowning glory for bride-to-be Biddy's hen party outfit is the intricately made headpiece, a scale replica of a traditional gypsy wedding dress.
We make dresses for the Grand National every year, outfits for them. So I think when these girls go, they're going to see a big difference in getting dressed to go to a wedding, what they're used to going to and knowing what to wear here. They'll see the difference. Is this the first time you'll be around like just loads of country people?
Yeah.
Yeah. I all think they can dress well. Wait till they see you.
Just put
So, let me put my fingers behind it. Come on. No, that's my finger.
What? How am I going to know?
That's how you know, look.
Celebrating her hen do at the Grand National Festival, Biddy will have one last chance to enjoy a glamorous day out with her friends before her wedding 6 weeks later.
I think everyone will notice me. I don't think I'm going to have to try.
In Wrexham, Biddy and her bridesmaids are off for a spot of personal preening before heading to dressmaker Thelma Madine's to get into their spectacular hen party outfits.
Hello. You got time to do 3?
Celebrating Biddy's hen do, they want to make sure they look the part for the big occasion.
And it's just an excuse for all the women to get dressed up and wear big hats. It's called Ladies' Day for a reason. For one day you have to dress up like a lady.
Do you think the traveller style is going to clash with the country style?
I think so, because Thelma is the best dressmaker. She does the best clothes, but it's the point of like, what will the country people think of our outfits? Will they think they're ladyfied? All ready?
It's getting there, isn't it?
See you, thank you.
With hair to be crimped and hats fastened, the next stop is Thelma's boutique. But there's a lot to be done before the hen party will be ready to compete in the best dressed competition in just 4 hours' time.
I don't really know what to expect. I'm just expecting a lot of people in like...
And horses.
Yeah, obviously there'll be horses there, it's a race. But I'm expecting like all the women to like... I'm looking forward to see what way they're dressed, because this is like the day that the Liverpool country people or whoever goes to the Grand National can show the travellers up. Well, we'll see.
As well as the fashion competition they're entering, where they could win a Porsche, today will be a rare occasion when the hens will mix with non-travellers.
Do you have many non-traveller friends?
No, none. I just never wanted one.
There's enough travellers to go around.
Just keep very still for me, because these times are very hot. Sorry. The thing is, I can't get through. You just destroyed my ear. Do you get your ugly feet off your chair? Now stop now, right? Stop now, fight it. What is this?
Oh my god.
Oh, it's like a bird. I swear to God, I'm inhaling hairspray.
With the first race about to begin at Aintree, the girls are beginning the difficult task of positioning their elaborate headwear.
So I'm going to push it and you need to guide it into your hair, okay?
And Biddy's scale replica dress-shaped hat is proving particularly tricky to secure.
Oh my God,
You're in?
Yeah, the head is ripped off me, with it.
Oh, I like my scalp. That was even. Oh my god. That's in my brains.
Do you want to push it in?
I need an X-ray. It's in my skull.
Are you sure you want them this dark?
Yes.
But over at Thelma's, preparations for Biddy's hen do at the Grand National Festival have taken a terrible turn for the worse.
But look, just take me here. No makeup on.
picture of myself. I'm guaranteed limousine's out there waiting for me.
After spending thousands of pounds on their elaborate outfits, the girls are running nearly 2 hours late.
I really am shaking off the red one.
And to make matters worse, the bride-to-be's best friend Shamelia didn't like her nails. And now she's gone missing.
Will someone please tell me where Shamelia is? What happened to her? Did she get kidnapped? Every one of us have our hair and done, makeup done. Shamelia's got nothing.
Dangerously late, they risk missing out on the best-dressed competition.
There she is. There she is. I swear to God.
Don't even bother. Look at this. My nails are just died and I've been waiting.
4 hours. 4 hours, Shamelia. 4 hours you've been. She's laughing like it's no harm.
Limousine coming at 1:30. We're still not finished doing our hair. We're still not finished doing our makeup. We still have to get dressed. It's going to take us about an hour to get dressed, then might finish off what we're doing.
Is this a bit of a rehearsal for your wedding, Biddy?
Oh, my wedding won't be like this. I'm having my own hairdresser as a makeup artist. You get your own. So not getting ready in the same room as me.
Hours away from arriving at Aintree, having an altogether more terrible time, are Biddy and her bridesmaids. Despite running late, they've come to a local cafe for a spot of lunch. And after filling up, they just have to squeeze into their dresses.
I can't breathe.
Can you be?
Before rushing to the limo, ready to wow the Aintree crowds.
That's gonna hit the door.
I can't get in, it's the can't get it off.
Ah! My toe!
Biddy knows that fun days out with her friends will be in short supply once she's married. And the thought of wearing an even bigger dress for her wedding is filling her with dread.
I'm not even in a wedding dress, and I already couldn't get into the limousine in this. It's a little small dress. This day is that stressful getting ready. I don't know. I don't even want to. How about this? I don't even want to be conscious on my wedding day getting ready.
What do you think everyone's going to think when they see you?
Bloody gypsies everywhere now.
After taking 5 hours to get ready,
Don't get me feeding.
Biddy and her bridesmaids have finally arrived at Aintree for their hen do. Ready to enter the best-dressed competition. And sizing up her rivals, they're feeling confident.
Have you seen everyone here? They're like a load of tramps. What are supposed to be ladies there?
I don't see any competition around here.
Hey!
It's not gypsy style.
Hey!
Everyone is staring at us. I think we definitely outdid everyone.
But on entering the parade ring, they realise there's a slight problem. They've arrived too late, and the competition is already underway.
That's the best dress competition we're missing. State of them.
What do you think of them, what they're wearing?
They're like nuns. Dresses look like they're out of Primark. Oh my dear God. The whole point of us coming here was for that contest. As usual, we're too late.
Despite missing out on the Porsche, the crowds of racegoers make it clear who they think are the real winners.
They made us look underdressed, don't they? They've stole our thunder.
Tell you what, hats off to them.
I take my hat off to them. It's the lipstick hat that does it for me. Look at
I like the pink and purple. I like the pink and purple.
No, the pink and purple.
Pink and purple. It's like a toilet roll.
So you'd like to wear that one, yeah?
Chance would be a fine thing. Feathers in my bum.
Having enjoyed the racing, Biddy and her hen party are starting to struggle with the jubilant crowd.
Kiss my face. Kiss my face.
Get out of my face. Get out of my face. Nothing but other country foods. Well, half of them.
And seeing the non-travellers enjoying themselves to excess has put off Biddy and her teetotal bridesmaids.
Look at the state all the country girls have put themselves.
Does it work, travellers going to like non-traveller events?
I find it very claustrophobic. If these were all travellers, I wouldn't care. We're surrounded by country people and I can't take it no more. I wanna go home.
What have you learnt about the Grand National?
To never go again.
Disappointed at missing out on being crowned the best dressed at Aintree and upset at the behaviour of the non-travellers, Biddy decides to call a halt to her hen party. And not long after they've arrived, they decide to leave, saving their energies for another even more spectacular event, her wedding day. Six weeks after the Grand National Festival, in a popular two-star hotel on the outskirts of Wrexham, 19-year-old Biddy is getting ready for the biggest day of her life. But already there is a major problem for the bride to deal with.
You don't seem very happy.
Just worried about my dress, that's all.
With the wedding in only 3 hours' time, Biddy's dress still hasn't arrived, with Thelma's assistant running perilously late.
It's just like the whole idea of like, it's my wedding day and I still haven't got my wedding dress. Like I have a wedding dress, it's just in Liverpool.
Can you tell me how the day's been so far?
Very distressful. Just looking at Biddy upset over her dress not being here. She's been upset all morning crying.
As if the absence of her wedding dress wasn't enough, the vicar is threatening to cancel the wedding if Biddy isn't on time.
The registrar came and she told me she has another appointment and if I'm 2 minutes late, that the wedding, like, the priest and her told me they can't go ahead because she has to go. I cannot be whatsoever late. So now my wedding is not 3 o'clock, it's 10 to 3. All right, try and get here as soon as possible, please.
Are you worried about Biddy getting to the church on time?
I am worried over what the registrar said. You know what I mean? If she's not, like, there on time, that she's not going to be there to register it. So if she's not there on time, she won't be getting married.
Hurry up and get out. It's silver.
I've got that one. There's one. I have one.
With the prospect of the wedding being cancelled, tempers are fraying in Biddy's cramped hotel suite.
That's it, you're lovely. Put the eyeshadow in the bag. Wow. Get your dress and get out. Get your bag and get out.
Shut your mouth, because you won't be getting married today, you don't.
The bridesmaids are ready, resplendent in their lime green dresses. But for Biddy, there's still no sign of hers.
Shani!
What time is it now, Biddy?
About nearly 2 o'clock.
Still no sign of your dress.
No. Isn't that just lovely?
If she don't turn up, she's gonna have to get married in her pyjamas. It'd be a nice wedding, won't it? With no dress.
She won't answer the phone tonight. I've got 3 numbers, no one will answer.
I'd say, come on, Biddy, and get married in your pyjamas. Honest to God, I would. Because you're not going to get married today if you don't.
Hi, I'm just ringing about Biddy's dress to see where you are. Whereabouts are you? Helen? Hello?
How long is it till you have to be at the church?
Don't get married till 3. So it's... What time is it now? 25 past 2. 35 minutes.
At the church, the congregation is arriving in anticipation of Biddy's big day.
Think she's going to turn up?
Yeah, 100%. Because her true love is over there. She has to.
Traveller brides are normally late to their wedding?
Yeah, they are, Jack. Always are. Every single one. Every single one.
But for once, this bride's reason for being late isn't just a case of bad timekeeping.
What time is it now?
13 minutes to.
She's not going to get married today, is she?
With just 10 minutes before she's due to walk down the aisle, the wedding dress finally arrives.
She's here now, Biddy.
So there's no time to waste.
Move forward for a little bit. I'm on the way.
10 minutes.
Does it go that bad? Do you want a veil in the back? Yeah.
How are you feeling now you're in the dress?
I just want to go.
Where's my daddy? Your daddy's not back. That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
Where'd he go?
I don't know.
my bag. Move. I just want to go.
Squeezing the 3-foot-wide dress through the hallways of the hotel, there is just enough time for a few photos in reception.
So just take pictures now.
But making the short dash to the wedding car, she's held up again.
Hello? Will you come here and lift my dress up, please?
Okay?
Yeah. Get in! Get in!
Thankfully, despite arriving 40 minutes late, the vicar has agreed to stay and conduct Biddy's wedding. So she makes a quick exit, bolts for the door,
Oh, Crystal's here. Will you stand there? Stand there!
before she can glide down the aisle to enjoy the best day of her life. An hour later, with the service over, it's time for the party to begin.
Everybody say cheese.
But first, Biddy needs to get into the venue.
She's very, very heavy.
The enormous gown is difficult to maneuver as Biddy tries to take her seat at the top table. Eventually, the 67-kilo dress proves too much for the new bride.
Move, stop. Stop. I have to stop. Get up, Biddy, and I'll help you.
It's just heavy. Come on.
Back on her feet, Biddy attempts to reach the finish line before falling once more.
Walk round this way.
Despite the bride's struggle, the guests are having an altogether better time.
Well, it's been very good so far. It's been very good so far. I only barely got here, but I really am enjoying myself. And I wish Biddy and Phil all the best. All the best! Go away, will you?
What do you think of Biddy's wedding dress?
Well, it's nice as I've seen so far. It really is. Yeah, I always say that because every one I go to, it gets nicer and nicer. Cool. Amazing. Lovely. It stands out.
Biddy's the best bride I ever saw now in my whole life. Yep.
Having had a chance to rest during the meal, Biddy is soon back on her feet to take her new husband's hand for the first dance. before the rest of the wedding guests descend on the dance floor to strut their stuff. But wedding traditions aren't just confined to the dance floor. Outside, single gypsy boys have got their eyes on their future brides. Grabbing is the controversial gypsy courtship ritual, where boys attempt to kiss a particular girl they would like to marry.
To non-travellers, grabbing seems like quite a scary and sinister.
Yes, it is. Like, yeah, some people think it's wrong. But you don't grab no one, you don't get married. That's the way it is. You grab someone, you like them, you grab them, you get married. That's it.
Why not take them to Pizza Hut for a date?
It's, don't know.
Will you be grabbing anyone tonight?
Yeah, I already have. So.
Which girl?
I couldn't. A few of our brothers are here, you know. I like the face the way it is.
While some of the boys are more successful, others are still looking for the right girl.
You got your eyes on any ladies?
I grabbed one before, but things never worked out that time, so I'm second time lucky, well, trying to be anyway.
I don't advise anyone to get a big dress. No way.
Do you think any of your single friends would listen to you if you said that?
No, I didn't. I was like, nah, it's all right, I can do it. Everyone else does it. And then when you actually get it on you, for even the first 5 minutes, you're like, oh, what did I do to myself? But it's too late to change your mind, isn't it?
What's your shopping list for your honeymoon?
Clothes, shoes, sandals, jewellery, things for me hair. Being with my mate, without me friends, it'll be different. I'll miss me friends lots.
Do you think you'll call them while you're away?
Yeah. And no, I'm gonna get a postcard made. I'm gonna postcard of me on the beach, yeah? I'm gonna send it to them, and I'm gonna say, hope you're having a very good time in a freezing cold while I'm sitting on a beach.
Mary's journey to Mexico is significant in more ways than one. As a traveller girl, it's the moment she will throw off the shackles of her childhood and become an adult.
You've been to Cancun before?
No. My cousins went there Christmas time and they said it really was lovely. I went to Cancun, she said it was lovely. A lot of people said they'd love to go back to it.
Having followed the strict rules of traveller courtship, the honeymoon will be the first time Mary and her fiancé, 17-year-old Miley, have ever spent any time alone. And the implications of being unaccompanied are not lost on the girls.
Well, will the honeymoon be... It's just going to be you two, so... How do you feel about just being you two on your honeymoon?
I don't know. Turn right. I'm a bit ashamed. Don't mention, don't even know.
Although coy about the honeymoon, for a traveller girl, wedding dresses are a more acceptable topic of conversation. Today, Mary is having her first fitting, accompanied by her younger sister, Priscilla.
What bridesmaids?
Mommy, will you put her in our bridesmaid? Mom.
Are you the bridesmaid?
Itchy doll.
Ready? But it's not sticky out enough. Oh, sorry, I'm not checking it. Oh, that's a really nice stamp. Like my wedding dress is the nicest wedding dress.
It's like a princess anyway.
It's so stunning. I think it really is lovely. I'm dead over it.
Having grown up together, the honeymoon will see Mary and her cousin Mary separated for the very first time.
I knew she'd get married before me.
Keep it sticking out.
I thought I'd never get married before.
I knew she'd get married before me.
Are you going to miss her when she goes on her honeymoon?
It's like you die, you don't hear from them no more.
Oh.
Put it down, Priscilla. It's okay.
Right, just show me which way you're going to dance. Who's nicer, me or you?
Me.
In Middlesex, 17-year-old Irish traveller Mary's wedding day is fast approaching.
Where does the keys go? Oh, dear.
Forget about the keys, mate.
Today, she's with her father Larry, choosing a suitable vehicle for her journey to the church.
It's a good car for the occasion. It's lovely. It's a nice car for you and Miley.
Fixing me makeup in the middle mirrors.
Mirrors and everything,
Little
little lights, yeah. No, I won't be sitting here. I think Miley will be sitting here and Mary.
Yep.
I'll be kicked out. Oh, that's a beautiful, nice car. She's happy with us.
Does it feel real now, Larry?
Oh, it feels very real to me, yeah. Felt real every time I go to the bank, it feels real to me. Only too real.
In just 4 days' time, Larry will travel in this car as he accompanies his daughter on the biggest day of her life. But it is a journey much further afield, causing concern.
Obviously, she's never been away from home before, and it's a frightening thing. It's a happy thing, but frightening as well. You think they're young, very young. The two of them was very young on the holiday, thousands of miles away. Of course, it's in the back of your mind. You're worried about them. You're hoping that they're okay and they'll be safe. Well, obviously, as your child, you have him as a little baby in your arms. You're looking at him growing up. It's a sad and happy and joyful thing. You know, it's all mixed in. It's a mixed feeling, isn't it? It's like an omelette, really. You got a bit of everything.
In West London, the day of Mary's wedding has finally arrived, and the guests are beginning to gather at the church.
The bride's gonna look beautiful. Yeah. Get loads of diamonds.
But while weddings are a frequent fixture in the traveller diary, for some younger guests, the honeymoon is even more intriguing.
Cancun, Mexico.
And what's Mexico like?
Really hot. It's really hot and you get a really good tan and the water really, really blue. Yeah, really, really blue when I see all the white bubbles.
Desperate for the festivities to commence, time is ticking on and the bride is yet to surface.
Yeah, I think we're all right. Yes, I mean, we're running about 3/4 of an hour. We're due to start the wedding at 2 o'clock, so whatever.
Seems to be running a little bit late, but that's all right. We'll get there in the end, I'm sure. The kids all seem like they're very excited and looking forward to the occasion, as are all of we. So, you looking forward to it?
Finally, the long-anticipated moment has arrived. But the pressure of the day is affecting the 17-year-old. And Mary is feeling uncommunicative.
How are you feeling, Mary? You excited?
No, wait.
She's nervous, excited, and young girl of her life. It's a big day of her life, isn't it?
She looks outstanding.
have come together in the presence of God to witness the marriage of Miley and Mary, to ask God's blessing on them and to share in their joy.
The time has come for Mary to leave her family and friends and escape the limelight for her honeymoon. But Larry is still uncomfortable with the thought of his daughter travelling abroad so young.
She's never been away from home in her life. This is the first time she's ever going to be away from home. And well, this is what happens when you get married. You go and you make your own life from there. It's part of human nature, life.
My sister's gone out can King Mexico, and I love that she's getting married because then I don't have to see her ugly face again.
There's Mary.
Now a traveller wife, Mary has left her family home to live with her new husband. Today, her mother Anne-Marie and youngest sister Priscilla are reminiscing over wedding photos.
Mary looked nice. Did she? Well.
Despite the excitement surrounding the honeymoon, Larry's concerns about his 17-year-old daughter travelling abroad eventually forced him into a drastic decision. And to Mary's disappointment, the holiday was postponed.
They were all looking forward to it, but then in the end, everyone was just worried about their age and worried about them being over there on their own. There was no other family members going to be there. So it was just getting too, worrying along with everything else. So they've decided to cancel their honeymoon. They're going to go Christmas instead. So there'll be more family there, friends.
So was it a good day?
Yeah, it was lovely.
How did Mary find it?
She was very stressed out after getting ready, and she wasn't happy with her flowers came out wrong and a cake. She wasn't happy with her cake. Completely different cake turned up. Travelling weddings are very stressful. I'm glad I don't have another one for a very long time. Very stressful. Hopefully, be years before I have to go through all that again.
That's the one you seen the other day.
It's now 4 days before her wedding, and like many traveller girls, Cindy has some ambitious plans.
We need to confirm that with the venue tomorrow about the helicopter.
To help her have the wedding of her dreams, she has hired wedding planner Gaynor.
Look, that's what I got for the tops of the tables. Because, you know, like everyone, like with travellers, they don't sit, like, know how, like, non-travellers can have a wedding and you can have a table marking, don't you? And they have their name tables, but with us, they just sit where they want. They don't do anything like that there. So instead of that there, I only got the names put on the top table of the bride and groom and the parents and the best man and woman.
Yeah.
But for everyone else's tables, I just got Jesus loves you.
No,
because
that's
I thought, you know what I mean?
This is the first time Gaynor has planned a traveller wedding, and she's been dealing with some of the most extravagant requests.
On the table, she's having the martini glasses with the peach water, with the 3 floating candles. I did tell her that we might have trouble getting peach floating candles. But she wants photographs with the helicopter. She's got a fantastic dress that I'm not going to tell you what it is, you'll see for yourself. She's got a massive big white LED dance floor and it's all sparkly, but she's got an owl that's going to be carrying the ring, which I don't think anybody else has done.
For 22-year-old Johnny, the fun is about to begin. He will soon be taking his wedding vows.
Got 2 hours left of freedom.
So we're gonna go wild for the next 2 hours. Huh? We probably won't even be at the wedding.
Wedding planner Gaynor's first job of the day is to feed the bridal party.
I mean, they're not just conforming to the norm. I mean, I never ever imagined in my life that I'd get asked to go to McDonald's, but that's just the way it is. Hello!
21-year-old bride-to-be Cindy has spent weeks organising the catering, dresses, dance floor, decorations and flowers, which don't quite meet her mother's high expectations.
The flower's not the way you thought they'd be.
I thought they would have been more whiter. You know. What?
And the next one.
No, the woman just asked me a
Please,
question.
Mummy,
She's not on
let's
camera.
stop it, please. I like them.
Stop blowing, Cindy, today. Stop shouting today.
I'm not interested about them. I said that 7 times, Mummy, please.
I don't want it to be too stressful, obviously. I think after I get dressed, I can start relaxing a bit because it's just time to go along with the play and whatever else.
Think of something you enjoy doing most.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hang on, girls, let's try another one. I'll do.
Many travellers try to outdo each other, and one guaranteed way to impress your wedding guests is to arrive out of the blue. Literally. But Johnny is in danger of denting his male pride and losing his nerve.
I'm a bit dreading it in one way, you know. First time on a helicopter. Hope everything goes okay with us. Are you driving the plane, mate?
Sorry?
You're the driver?
I'm a pilot, yeah.
You're the pilot, yeah? How long do you reckon it take us to get there?
5 minutes.
5 minutes? Foot right down. Which one's the passenger seat?
It's your big day, is it, Johnny?
Yep.
Do you feel it's important to look beautiful for you or for Johnny or?
For me. And that's beautiful, like, but I think it's nice to look nice for your wedding day for... I mean, it's something you gotta look back on for the rest of your life. You're gonna look back on the photos.
As Johnny takes to the sky, back on solid ground, Cindy is finding it hard to relax.
Nina, you come here,
Mr. Patrick.
Yeah. Rose,
You don't want to be late for
stand
this
there.
wedding, do you?
I like stand there.
Well, you're better off doing this.
I stand there.
Yeah.
The wedding is being held in the grounds of a private country estate, a popular venue with local footballers and soap stars.
James Bond man and that one, wasn't it?
How was it, Johnny?
Frightening. Life-changing.
Held outdoors, complete with Beckham-esque thrones, the wedding has reached new heights of originality as the marital rings are delivered by Spirit, the owl.
To be my lawful wedded husband.
Awful wedding husband.
To have and told.
I haven't told.
From this day forward.
From this day forward.
Until death do us part. Cindy, Johnny, I now pronounce you my wife. Goodbye.
Just when the guests thought it was over, there is one more surprise.
We're giving them a count of 3.
2, 3, 4.
As the wedding guests hit the sparkly dance floor, groom Johnny gets his first kiss as a married man.
Are you pleased with how it went?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Very, very, very happy with how it went. Praise God it went the right way, it went God's way, and everyone's still having a good night, and praise God it went lovely.
How does it work now? Does he own you? What's
Yeah.
the...
It's not for sale. Yeah. Best way of saying it, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
I belong to you, but you don't know me.
Yeah, I do.